Hello guys, my name is Deepak Parashar, and in this video I wanna give you a quick tour of my homemade power rack. Calling it a power rack would not be a that much appropriate term, as all the movements that can be done in a power rack are not possible in this one. But yeah, still it is. What should I call it? I can call it a homemade squat rack. So let's just start the video. So I actually got the idea of building this power rack when I thought I should start 5x5 program. Then I look on the website of Strong Lifts and it recommended that a power rack is a must essential for that. Thereafter I look in the gyms close to my locality, but there were no power rack in those gyms. And then I went to the market. I thought I should buy my own power rack, but those were quite expensive at that time. They were not in my budget. And at last I thought that I should build my own. I looked for the YouTube for some DIY power racks and got to know about these guys called as Buff Dudes. So these guys actually use 4x4 inches wooden uprights. I didn't find 4x4 uprights, so what I've done is I have take 3 into 1.5 inches upright. I've adjoined them, and thereafter the power rack you are seeing, this has 3 inches by 3 inches uprights. Also, as this power rack is installed on my roof in the outside environment, so there were chances that it might get ruined in the rain. So what I have done is I have put a primer on it, and thereafter I have painted it black. So if you look it from a bit far, then it looks like that it is built up of iron, but it is not. It is entirely made up of wood, and the material that has been used in it is called chaap ki lakdi. I don't know what to say it in English. If we talk about the supporters, then it is 1 inch raw iron bar. So I have took 2 iron bars, and these act as supporters for my squat. Also, these iron bars has one more purpose. I can also use them for doing my parallel bar dips. So as you can see, if I put those iron bars in the upper holes, and thereafter I also put these 2 pipes, then I'm easily able to do parallel bar dips on it. Yeah, it is a bit shaky when I do parallel bar dips, but nonetheless it is good. It is quite it is quite worthy. Now what if we talk about the Jacobs, then what I've done is I have took 1 inch bolt and nut. So it is actually 12 inches in length. So 1 inch is the width and 12 inches is the length. And then I put a brace. I put a weld of the brace on the nut, and yeah, I used it as a Jacob. It is quite sturdy. Once I put 100 kg on my bar and then put it on these Jacobs, and it holded that pretty easily. So I thought that they would last long. So it is all about Jacobs. Now we talk about the sturdiness of this power rack. Then I have fixed this power rack to my wall. Also, I have supported these uprights, 3 inches by 3 inches uprights, from various places. As you can see, it has been fixed from this place as well. Also, it has been fixed from this place, as you can see. Also, where I put the supporter bars, so beneath that there's also support over there from the wood, which also act as a supporter while I am doing my bench press. And so yeah, it is quite sturdy. Also, it has been designed in such a way that it can be disassembled whenever I want. So it is not fixed entirely. Whenever I want, I could disassemble it. Now as you can see, I've also put a pull-up bar on this because I love chin-ups and doing pull-ups things. So yeah, this is a pull-up bar which has been attached in this power rack. So I can do pull-ups and chin-ups, and I also can do parallel bar dips, which I have shown you before. So yeah, that's all for this video. Now we talk about how much did it cost me. So the power racks that were in the market, they were starting at a price of like 14,000 50,000 rupees, but this entire power rack cost me just 6,000 rupees. Yes guys, just 6,000 rupees.